So there is a previous session we discussed about license model, user license, device license, concurrent license. So we explained the pattern. So why the device license and user license we are not using because of the 90 days connection lease time will be there. So once we acquire the license from the license server, the 90 days the license will not return to the license server. So that is unnecessarily, even though using or not, that will not be used by anyone. So concurrent license, when user is established the session, immediately the session will be connected and the license will be acquired from the license server. When user is closing the session, either desktop or application, the session will be returned to the license server. This concept you know, okay? So that's why we will require to connect to concurrent license model nowadays. So let's move to licensing edition. We have two types of license editions. XenApp we have XenApp XenDesktop. XenApp we have Advanced Enterprise Platinum. XenDesktop we have a VDI Enterprise Platinum solutions. So just we have an idea, just you have to take a screenshot, just go through it. Okay, anyhow we are going to learn all the features in the class, so that we required to install the highest level of a license. So either you can go with the enterprise or platinum version of licenses. So now this is just a feature matrix in XenApp XenDesktop edition, which are the features will coming in which edition, which are the features are not coming on which editions, we can easily find out. So mostly you will not get any questions like this. Okay, please only remember the version names. So edition names only can remember that. That's enough for you. Now this is a question we already explained previously. This is called scenario. So your manager is assigning a task. So please include a Linux server desktop for shared resources. So but you are currently using XenApp advanced concurrent license. So XenApp advanced concurrent license only, XenApp published desktop, XenApp published apps only it is possible. So your manager is asking to include a Linux desktop. So Linux desktop in the XenApp edition only it is coming with the enterprise and platinum edition. So you can clearly tell to your manager it is not possible boss. So it is available in another edition, but we are not using that. So currently our edition is not support. So you can tell to your manager. So this is what the previous session. So any questions in the recap? So any questions? No? So now we will install the license server first. So install and management. So first of all, install license server, there are 3 points. Install license server, verify minimum supported version. So then obtain license file and import license file. So these are the 3 steps we need to do it. So let's go to our lab. Now I'm connecting to NYC LIC 001. So now I'm connecting with my administrator password. So I think you have everyone have a dedicated username password I'm creating for you. You can connect with that account. Administrator account, please do not use it. Administrator account, please do not use it. Understood? So and softwares I downloaded in AD. So let me check where the software is available. Where is the software is available? Mostly in computer, in the download section our software is available. This is a XenDesktop 7.15. This is a XenDesktop XenApp 7.15 CU1. CU1, how am I notifying that? 1000 is representing CU1, cumulative update 1. So which version I need to install now? 7.15 or CU1? Which one? So first I will go with the 7.15, then we'll go for CU1 after some time. So these softwares are available in download folders. So better I will copy this file Better, I'll copy this file, open the lab resources. The lab resources is nothing but it is a shared folder, guys. Lab resources is nothing but it is a shared folder. So this shared folder you can access from any of the server, because this will be accessed through administrator credentials. AD administrator credentials. When you log into system, this lab resource will be accessed. This is a network file share folder. Network file share folder. But I think this file is not opening. This folder is not opening. Any reason? Any reason? Because this lab resources folder in somewhere else we created. That means one server. There is a file server. So in the file server, whether it is a power on or not, we need to check that. Go to Zen server. We have to check that FSR server is on or off. It is currently off state. So we need to turn down. Guys, so please do not shut down FSR server. So we need it. We needed the web server. Sorry, we need the FSR server, file share server. Understood? Next, once the server is power on, now we can open the lab resources. Now I can able to access the shared folder. Now I can able to access the shared folder. So in this folder, I'll create one folder. I'll create again one folder. So the folder name called Citrix Softwares. This is a folder I'm creating. So in this folder, I paste the softwares now. I would paste the softwares. It will take some time, depends upon the network speed from the AD machine to FSR machine. So it will copy the files. So wherever you have any doubts, you can stop and you can ask me. Guys, if you want use a license server, you can use your license server. But I'm using NYC LIC 001. If you want, we can use license server. I don't have any problem in that. Okay. Both ZenDesktop 7.15, 7.15 CE1 I downloaded here. No issues. Shall we proceed now for installing the ZenDesktop 7.15 software? So where we need to install? On the license server. Guys, the license server in the desktop, the FSR folder is not coming. What is the problem? What is the problem? Any idea? Because one reason is the folder, the FSR folder, the network file share folder, the policy is not properly updated to NYC LIC 001. So what we need to do? Go to run. Okay. Go to run. Type gp edit.msc. So this is the group policy editor. So this policy, whether you want to applying to your system forcefully from AD, that you want to, there is a command called gp update / force. Sorry, gp, not gp edit, gp update. So the policy is applying now. So now policy is applying. immediately we got a lab access, lab resource folder. Understood? See here, all the softwares I'm able to view, Citrix softwares. Now, which one I will need to install? XenApp ZenDesktop 7.15. Right click and mount, auto select, right click, run as administrator. So which role I need to install here? So which delivery model I need to use?
ZenDesktop.
ZenDesktop. So now I'm selected. So which role I need to install here? Citrix license server. Select this, click on next. So license server required automatic retaking. So it's by default it will be installed on the C program Citrix folder. Next. So these are the port numbers, guys. So from the networking side, so these port numbers should open on the firewall. This port number should be open on the firewall. So please note down these port numbers. Take a screenshot and make a note down. Very important port numbers. 7279 27000 8083 8082. So these port numbers should open on the corporate firewalls. If the firewalls are not open, these port numbers, the communication will get failed. So if you have a manually need to open this four port numbers on your server, you have to select the manual option. So please do not select manual, you always select automatic. Okay, click on next, and this is the installation summary. So C programs files Citrix licenser is installing. These are the port numbers is allowing now. Click on install. It may take minimum at least 1 or 2 minutes to install the license server. Then we'll wait. So very easy installation, very easy installation. So the first step is completed. Install Citrix license server. Install Citrix license server. So verify minimum supported version means, so whatever operating system you are using and whatever ZenDesktop product you are using, it should be compatible. Understood? So the core components license server and component installation initialized successfully. Click finish. So first step is completed. Now can close the window. Go to the second step. What is the second step? Obtain license file. Obtain license file. So we have to take the license file from Citrix website. We have to take a license file from Citrix website. So go to your lab in the license server, click on server manager. So this is one time installation, I'm doing that. So please, when you are taking a new server, you can do the same steps, not an issue. So I will be turn off internet. Yeah, it's Internet Explorer is already turned off. That's good. Now just open the Internet Explorer on the license server. And mycitrix.com, mycitrix.com website you need to connect. So the Bing search is coming. Okay, no problem. So do you have a, you need to create your Citrix account, guys, with your Gmail ID. Okay, don't forget. Bhargav, do you have a credentials for Citrix? Bhargav,
బ్రో సార్ భార్గవ 89 ఇచ్చేయండి అది యూజర్ నేమ్.
can you please ping me in the WhatsApp, please?
ఓకే
I think you already pinged, right? Last time also.
ఒకసారి క్రియేట్ చేశారు.
Bhargav,
89
no, I'm not getting any chat history also. Can you please ping me on the chat? Private, or maybe in the WhatsApp. Or else I'll give you screen share access, you can type directly.
ఆల్రెడీ నేను చాట్లో షేర్ చేశాను బ్రో, ఒకసారి చూడండి.
Okay.
సిట్రిక్స్ వెబ్ఎక్స్లోనే షేర్ చేశాను.
Okay, okay, good. So this is a Bhargava89 is a Gmail ID or directly username?
యూజర్ నేమ్ బ్రో.
Okay, fine. So now I just sign in. So I logged in with the Bhargava account. So here I need to download a license file. So we have a preview betas license retrieval. You have to click on this. So here we have couple of licenses will be showing here in this list. Okay. So Citrix Virtual Apps Desktop Evolution, Citrix Virtual App Developer Edition, Citrix Virtual App Evolution, Citrix Virtual Apps Fundamental, Branch Repeater. So we have to select the first one and you have to download it. Okay. Now you have to select any of the license, your wish, any of the license file. Oh my bad, it's coming like this. Better I'll copy one license key. Go to all licensing tool. Okay. I'll go for reallocate. What happened? Single allocation. No. So here the license file will be looking like this. So before that we have a reallocate. This is a reallocate option is there. Okay. Now we'll take a first license. And continue. So here we have a host name. So here exactly how to type your host name details. I just deleted previous details. And what is our license server name? NYC-LIC-001. But actually I need to check the exact name is present or not. I need to check that. So right click on this PC. See here, NYC LIC hyphen 001. Name is correct. NYC hyphen LIC hyphen 001. So at present they will give you only 99 license, guys. So this is a free trial, and click continue and confirm, and so click OK. You will get option called download. Okay, so allow once, click on allow once. There is a LIC file will be downloaded on your server. So then go for re-download option, and so where is the server name? NYC hyphen LIC 001. There is option called download. This is the license file name. Just I click on save, open folder. So this license file is in download folder. I'll make it one file name called NYC hyphen LIC hyphen 001. Okay, so I just safely I'll copy this file into this folder. For safer side, I'm taking a backup. Okay, but if you directly you had taking this license file, how should you know this file is related to NYC hyphen LIC hyphen 001? Might be it is a 002 also, might be 003. How can I identify? How can I identify? Because of the name will be showing different in the file name. So how can I identify it? Any idea? It's very simple. Right click and open with your license file in the notepad. Okay, notepad. See here in the notepad, there is a host name. There is a host name, the entry is there, and you have to before the vendor, and whatever the name is present after the equal to. So this is your host name. So this is a way you can easily find out if the license file is not knowing. So the license file is belongs to which license server. Any questions? Any questions?
No, no, no.
Right.
Okay.
Fine. So the second step also completed, guys. Obtain license file is over. Obtain license file. Obtain means you have to take in. So I downloaded. How to import license file? How to import license file? So in the license server, go to start, click down arrow mark key, and here we have an option called Citrix licensing. Any part is there, you have to check this. Yeah, there are two options will be there. Citrix license, this is the portal, Citrix license administration console. This is a page will be coming like this. Okay, so my question is, without uploading the license file, will you able to continue to delivering applications and desktop for user? Without uploading a license file, will you able to deliver applications and desktop to the user? The user able to connect applications and desktop? Yes, user can able to connect even though you are not uploading license file, because they have a trial version is there. The trial license is called a startup license. See here, there's a startup by default. When you install fresh license server, there will be startup license will be available. Okay, now I'm not using startup license, I am uploading a original license file. So how to upload license file? So click on administration in the right side and it will ask username and password. So you can log in with a basically administrator account. So now I'm logging with a administrator. I think workspace lab backslash. I logged in. Okay. So here these many options are there. So we will learn one by one. We will learn one by one option. So first option, system information. That means what is the license released version is 11.14 and what is the license server port number 27,000. The license server host name, okay, display name, host domain name, this is the one, and here the IP addresses, okay, and what is the Ethernet adapters, that is your MAC addresses, and the serial. So these are the main information will be provided in the system information tab. So let's go to user configuration. The user configuration is nothing but who is managing the license server. Who is managing the license server? Citrix administrator only. So by default, the Citrix administrator is this is the one. Only with this account we can log into license server and we can upload the license file. If you want to add additional users to manage the license server, you can click on add a new user. That user should be created in AD before that. Example, previously I created username Avinash. Okay, so you can add a Avinash from AD, or else you can create a local admin account also, your wish. So you can add a administrator group also from AD, that is your wish. So mostly guys, they will not add individual names. Mostly they will add a administrator groups. Mostly administrator groups. So administrator groups, how to create, how to manage. So going forward we will understand. So how to create and how to manage it. Just give me a minute. So mostly this topic, the domain administrator groups management is a Citrix administrator. There is a topic is there in that area we will learn that. Okay. So at present I am adding a domain administrator from AD. So who is the name? Avinash. Okay. So the user could not be contacted. So might be we have to provide a what name? Domain name as well. What is your domain name? Workspace lab. Click save. Automatically the user will be added to as an administrator of the license server. So now you can provide the administrator. So example Avinash, by clicking edit we can change also. At any point of time you don't want to add the user, you can change the by clicking edit option. Your wish, you can delete also your administrator, not a problem. Next, alert configuration. So why would need alert configuration? The alert configuration which will help you for monitoring your licenses. So example, how many licenses are used, how many licenses are left, and when the license server will be expired, when the supporting subscription license when will be expired. So all these things will be available in the alert configuration. Okay, so please when we have installing the license server in the lab, please read by one by one, you can understand that. Any questions, please let me know, I can take care of it. Okay, so at any point of time these values can be changed, no issues, but you have to maintain some standards, so you can leave it as it is, not a problem. Example, the licenses will be using more than threshold, you want to get notification, otherwise after the complete the license utilization from the Citrix, then you will get notifying there is no licenses from the license server, you will not able to access the session, then it will be giving a big problem for you. So for that reason, you have to give a alert notification before some days. Example, activable threshold exceeded, so 90%. Example, there are 1000 licenses are there. If 1000 licenses, if you are almost 900 licenses are utilized, that means what, almost 90% of the license pack is used. So you will get notification. Where you will get notification, any idea? So in the main dashboard itself you will get a notification. Main dashboard itself you will get a notification. So like that. So there is a one option is there, activable license expiry. So 7 days before you will get notification, that then you can easily will go and we can buy the additional licenses. So like that, you have to manage your environment appropriately. So you are not managing this kind of days and percentage, definitely giving a big problem for you. Licenses are very important. So sometimes your manager is asking, you have to um, uh, check that what is the license count, how much utilization, all these things he will ask you. Please, you have to work on that. Understood. So next topic is server configuration. So server configuration. So the web server configuration. So what is meaning of web server configuration? At present, we are connecting this license server with the web browser only. That means this page is coming with the website. This page is coming with the website. That means we need to use a web server configuration. So if you are using HTTP port, so by default you can use a port number configuration. So mostly HTTP port are 80 port number. Mostly HTTP port are 80 port number. So if same location there is another license server using the same HTTP port number is 80, you should not use it. Example, in our same network you are creating NYC LIC-002, but you should not provide a 80 number. So you can give a alternate port numbers, so 8082, 8083, 8084, like that 4-digit port numbers you can provide it. 4-digit port numbers you can provide it. So, and maximum number of web server threads, and how many people we can directly connect it to, administrator to managing the license server. 10 sessions. Threads is nothing but sessions here. And session timeout in minutes, 30 minutes. So after that your session will be expired. Session will be expired. How you are using internet banking section? So same way method. And another one is secure server configuration, web server configuration. So here by default when we are connecting to your license server in the browser, so currently the certificate is not installed, so certificate is required. Mostly in our production area, all the servers we require to install certificates. The certificate will provide you encrypt your data when the data is transferring from one place to another place. Understood? So then your data will be very secure. By default, any server, it will be not install certificate, we need to install it. So going forward, we will set up one class, and we will create one CA server, certificate authority server, and we'll download the license, we'll download the SSL certificate and install it on all the Citrix servers, in all the Citrix servers. Then we will set up one day. Okay, then we will set up one day the same class and we will configure it. So at the time we will configure these options. Until that, this is a pending topic. If you want, you can write down a separate copy, a pending items in a license server. And next, license server configuration. So license server configuration means the port numbers of your license server. Okay, so mostly license server, the license server manager port is 27,000. It's a very important question for you, so please make note down. When we are connecting from your delivery controller to storefront, sorry, delivery controller to your site to license server, port number 27,000 only. So if additional license server if you are using in your production, so you can start from 27,000 to 27,009, until that you can use it. So max you can use 10 license servers. So no one we are using, guys, because of it is a costliest product. Okay, now maximum number of license server manager proceeding, sir, processing threads, sir. Okay, maximum 10 number licenses. Okay, and maximum number of license server receiving threshold. So that means sending a license file, the communications for another server with a delivery controller. That is a value we'll be setting up. So if you are at a time multiple users are connecting, you can change this value based upon your requirement. But if you don't have that much of users will be connecting, you can leave it as is 10 and 5. 10 and 5. So maximum number of license server manager processing thread. That means licenses will be giving to the client machines. So next logging. So logging means today I am logging into license server manager. So just I want to notify, right? So whether the user is logged in or not. See, this is a licensing, the logging logs will be generated. So tomorrow might be you are logging to the system. So after some time I got some issue on the license server. I want to know who is modifying some settings on the license server. How can I check that? So with the help of logging. But if the loggings are, you want to considering that log level is a information, warning, none, error. So information, that's enough, because of every administrator is rights to log into the license server. You should not make it as error or might be as a warning. Okay, it's not none. If you select none, the logs will be not generated to you. So please give me information. Everyone, once you log into the license server, the logs will be generated. The logs will be generated in the information category. And for last one, user interface. So the license model displayed on the dashboard, activable licenses, concurrent licenses, or both. So I think you asked the question, Avinash, the user licenses, device licenses, concurrent license, can we able to manage it? Yes, we can manage it. Your question answer is right. Okay, so if you want to manage a mixed environment, you have to select the option called both. Activable license means user license and device licenses. Concurrent license is, session based licenses. Okay, a single license server can manage both licenses, activable licenses and concurrent licenses. So now you understood, right, your question? I think only 50%, not complete. Okay, any more questions? Any more questions?
No.
Okay. So next, final vendor daemon configuration. Vendor daemon configuration means here we can upload your license file. So this is your managing of your license, importing license. So now I'm importing the license, click on there and click on browse. So where is the license file in my system? Rajesh and Avinash, they can tell me.
Download.
Hmm. And So you have to use this option. If you have any existing file, it will be overwrite to you. Okay. If you have any existing license file, it will be overwrite. I think we don't have any license file, but just I'm selecting that option. Okay. Import license file. Just click OK. But still, are you able to seeing this license file here? Are you able to see the license file in this vendor daemon configuration window? No, right? So how can you troubleshoot this issue? Very simple. Close the browser. Okay. Close the browser. Go to run. Type services.msc and check the Citrix licensing. There is a service name called Citrix licensing. Right click, restart. And next one, Citrix web services licensing. Right click, restart. Then we can close the service console. Go to start and click on down arrow key. Scroll to right. Now click on license server administration console. Guys, now you're able to see that your licenses.
Yes.
Okay. And Avinash, now you can see
Yes.
we have a concurrent license, user device license, concurrent license, user device license, concurrent license, user device license. But normally when you are buying the license pack, you will not get this type of models. Okay, understood. When you are buying a license, you will not get this model. So you have to, based upon the model of the version you are taking, the depends will be, you can use it. Example, how many versions we have totally? Three versions.
Three versions.
Okay. So now go to your PPT. So what version we installed it? Zendesk edition, right? VDI Enterprise Platinum. VDI Enterprise Platinum. You can check that. Premium Advanced Standard. Premium
Standard.
Advanced Standard.
Standard.
Now products are changed. Understood. Now this is a old PPT. That old PPT means 2 years old, 2 years, 3 years old. That's it. But why should I am running this PPT? Any reason? So you want to expose on 7.15 version very clearly. Understood? So most of the companies they're running 7.15 version. So for that reason I am running on that slide. Got it? So when you are configuring the Zendesk site with your license server, whichever the license you want, you can configure it. No issues. Okay. But it is a free licenses for 90 sessions. You can use it. Understood?
Here, like game music is going to cover the
Sorry,
window model.
your voice is not clear, Avinash.
మనకు ఆ PPT లో రెండు మోడల్ ఉన్నాయి.
Sorry?
PPT రెండు మోడల్ ఉన్నాయి.
It is Zenap Zendesk.
అవును.
But what product we installed? మనం ఏం ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసింది? Zendesk ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసినామా, Zenap ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసినామా?
నేను డెస్క్టాప్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశాను.
అంతే, మూడే వస్తుంది. What product we installed? Zendesk only, right?
నేను డెస్క్టాప్ ఉంది.
But licenses are not old. Licenses are new one. లైసెన్స్ అనేది మీరు ఏ వర్షన్ చేసుకుంటే అది ఇస్తాను అని రారు వీళ్ళు. ఓన్లీ ద ఇన్ ఇంటర్నెట్ ఓన్లీ లేటెస్ట్ లైసెన్సెస్ ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్, నాట్ ఓల్డ్ లైసెన్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు నేను Zendesk 4 పెట్టుకుంటాను కదా అని 4 లైసెన్స్ అంతే ఈమెంట్ ఇవ్వదు, అది ఒప్పుకోదు. అండర్స్టాండ్? హలో? Okay, fine. So let's move to the slides. So very clear. So we install license, obtain license file, import license file successfully. So now the license server can be managed to for Zen Desktop, Zen App, Zen Server, Zen Mobile. Understand? లైసెన్స్ సర్వర్ అనేది ఒక జెన్ యాప్ జెన్ డెస్క్టాప్ కోసమే కాదు. జెన్ సర్వర్కి అదే లైసెన్స్ సర్వర్, జెన్ మొబైల్ కూడా అదే లైసెన్స్. బట్ మనం తీసుకున్న లైసెన్సెస్ ఏంటి? ఏ మోడల్ తీసుకున్నాం మనము? జెన్ డెస్క్టాప్కి సంబంధించిన లైసెన్స్ తీసుకున్నాం. అండర్స్టాండ్? సో అదే జెన్ సర్వర్ కావాలనుకుంటే జెన్ సర్వర్ లైసెన్స్ తీసుకోవాలి, జెన్ మొబైల్ కావాలనుకుంటే జెన్ మొబైల్ లైసెన్స్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, let's move to that another slide. So in this diagram, license server communication. So this is the license server. You are administrator, you are connecting to your license server with the web console. What is the port number here? It is showing 8082. So it's clearly is mentioning in this PPT. Please check this, 8082. So when you are configuring the license server with a delivery controller, what is the port number? 2777279. That we'll see tomorrow. Because we are not yet installed the delivery controller role. So we need another session. Any questions in this slide? Chappandi, please. Right. So install license file, we went to the citrix.com and log in with our accounts. Okay, and we downloaded and we uploaded the license file and we checked that the licenses are successfully uploaded. So I think you don't have any questions in this. Okay, so if you get any alerts, so in the left side in the alert view, errors and warnings in the screen, we will receive the message. Okay, in the alerts section we have errors and a warning section, we will receive it. But at present we are doing proper work, so I think maximum we will not receive any alerts. Okay, next, so this administration page I explained, so each one by one. Okay, right. So only one thing I need to explain. So the license file will be located in this location. See program files 86 Citrix license server my files. So we can go and check that. Now in this C drive of the license server, program files 86 Citrix licensing my files. So this is the file, you can check this. We already uploaded, right? This file is located in this location. So that's it. The lab is, everything is over. So any questions, please let me know. And tomorrow we will set up delivery controller role. Okay, we'll control delivery controller role.